The energy at Terminal 5 Music Hall in New York City was wild. Thousands of people were cheering and dancing as the drum beats pulsed beneath them. When the lights came up, there was a woman on stage dressed in sunglasses and a long, shimmering gold coat. She started rapping. The crowd roared with appreciation. The band behind her joined in with fast rhythms as the stage came alive with glowing designs and mantlers. And above it all, there was one word suspended in mid-air. Muthangi. I'm Seetha Hallett, and this is Goodnight Stories for Rebel Girls, a fairy tale podcast about the rebel women who inspire us. On this episode, Muthangi Bargiacchi, otherwise known as M.I.A, rapper, singer, songwriter, and activist for social justice. Muthangi's head was always full of pictures. As a little girl growing up in the capital of Sri Lanka, she filled her notebooks with drawings. Instead of an A, she drew an apple. A B could be a balloon. Next door to her family's house, there was a factory that made colourful saris. Muthangi loved to go outside in her yard and waited until the factory workers threw away the ends of their paint cans. She was fascinated by the drips and dribbles of all those different colours running together. It gave her so many ideas. There was a storm brewing in Sri Lanka, though. The country had two main ethnic groups, the Sinhalese and the Tamil. Muthangi and her family were Tamil, and they wanted independence. They were even ready to fight for it. The country became very dangerous as a civil war escalated. So when Muthangi was almost 11, she, her brother and mum left Sri Lanka and fled to London. England was safer, but it wasn't exactly welcoming. Instead of bullets and raids, there was racism and ridicule. Kids made fun of Muthangi for being a refugee with an unusual name, so she changed her name to M.I.A, hoping the teasing would stop. Even when it did, M.I.A felt very lonely. She was in a new country and she didn't speak the language, but at least she had art. Drawing and painting became her new best friends. She couldn't wait to slip into the art room and create drama sets for the school play. She also started getting into hip-hop music. She felt like hip-hop expressed so many things she was feeling. Joy, fear, anger, and hope all at once. While people from all backgrounds listen to and create hip-hop today, this kind of music originally came from Black American cultures. The hip-hop scene M.I.A fell in love with was full of people not afraid to say the truth, even if they were labelled an outsider. M.I.A was captivated by the way hip-hop celebrated so many backgrounds and was constantly evolving. So she blasted hip-hop as loud as she could and danced her heart out, feeling the beats and rhythms in her skin. She knew wherever she went, music and art could be her home. Hello? Hello, Muthangi. I have some bad news. It was a week after M.I.A had graduated from art school in London. She'd worked so hard to get there and had put all her energy into creating paintings, film and music that she was proud of. But that phone call changed everything. M.I.A's cousin, who was like a brother to her, had gone missing in action in Sri Lanka. While he was trying to defend the Tamil side, he'd either been captured or killed. M.I.A was heartbroken. She couldn't understand how a life so close to hers was just gone. They were the same age and played together as kids all the time. How was this possible? And what was she doing with an art degree when there were so many people from her homeland fighting for their lives? M.I.A decided she would change her name again, this time to M.I.A, to honour her missing cousin. She imagined herself stitching their two lives together, living with and for him. She started making music that connected them too, pulling in sounds from Sri Lanka, from London, from all over the world. They were jarring sounds, honest sounds. She remembered the clash of people fighting in Sri Lanka and used that as part of her soundtracks. She wrote songs about what it was like to hear the world shattering all around her. Sometimes she just started with a thought and yelled into the microphone until the words took shape. M.I.A.'s songs were loud and edgy. She didn't shy away from telling harsh truths about her life, but she also wasn't singing them so people would feel sorry for her. She wanted her art to inspire people to stand up for those who didn't have a voice. M.I.A. continues to write and release influential music. She's won lots of awards for her music, art, and even filmmaking. But maybe the biggest honour was the one she gave herself. On her fourth album, she reclaimed her birth name, Mithangi. She learnt that it came from the name of a Hindu goddess who expresses inner thoughts, which was exactly what Mithangi the artist strived to do. She was so proud to discover that she was embodying her namesake. When Mithangi stepped out onto the Terminal 5 stage in New York City, decked out in glittering gold, she looked powerful. She had no idea what tomorrow would bring, but she was going to honour her past and be open to whatever happened next. The beats kicked in, the lights lit up the night, and with her name emblazoned above her head, Mithangi started to sing a brand new song. This podcast is a production of Rebel Girls. It's based on the book series Goodnight Stories for Rebel Girls. This episode was narrated by me, Seetha Hallett. It was produced and directed by Joyce Smith, with sound design and mixing by Reel Audiobooks. It was written by Gina Gotsill and edited by Abby Sher. Fact-checking by Joe Rhatigan. Joyce Smith is our executive producer. Original theme music was composed and performed by Elettra Bargiacchi. A special thanks to the whole Rebel Girls team who make this podcast possible. Until next time, stay rebel.